All right, wake up in Wenatchee Valley, Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. Take one. Oh, we're live. I'm sorry. It's a live program. Hi, everybody. Wake up in Wenatchee Valley is on the air. It is Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, as you probably have already discovered. I am Dan Kuntz. Spring is busting out all over again. The big winds never really developed, at least here in the valley. It was quite breezy in many of our broadcast locations yesterday. A little windy during last night's soccer game. That was about it. It's a beautiful day. Another beautiful day today. Beautiful day tomorrow. Beautiful day Friday. A little unsettled over the weekend, but still a nice stretch of weather. And I mentioned this yesterday. It's spring break for all of the local public school districts, and they couldn't have picked a better week to take off. Weather forecast I think you're going to like is coming up. Whether you like news or not, we're going to get you informed of what's going on around here right after the weather. Sports, Mariners and Kraken, I don't know what to tell you. They just can't seem to win. Kraken have just imploded since the Olympic break. They're not going to make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Guess what? They didn't win yesterday, and neither did the Mariners. They're having a rough go of it. And the Wenatchee Eastmont soccer game at Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee yesterday was another epic. These two rivals, and a lot of them are friends. A lot of these kids have been playing club soccer forever. And even though once they get to the high school level, they play on different teams on either side of the river, they gave everybody a fantastic show last night. Highlights of a great Wenatchee Eastmont soccer match. If you missed it, we're going to show you highlights of that. It was really good, very entertaining. In the back half of the program, Katie Polson will be my guest. She handles events and all kinds of cool things at the Town Toyota Center. They got 3 really cool things coming up. 2 of them on ice, 1 of them on dirt. We'll let you decide which is which. They're in for a busy spring at the Town Toyota Center. We checked in with Katie. And, of course, the big event is Stars on Ice, which is one of the biggest events they've ever been able to get to come here to the big city. And that's almost sold out. We'll have a great conversation with Katie in the back half of the program. And it's Wednesday, and that means, of course, Pause for Pets will be tomorrow. All right, cameras around the valley. Here we go. Let's see what we got. There is the Wenatchee Valley. Beautiful morning, no clouds in the sky. We topped off at 66 yesterday. Going to be a little bit warmer than that today. It's a little bit cooler start. We only got down to 48 for the overnight low a couple of days ago. It's 41 now. So it's going to take us a little while to get warmed up with these longer days. That happens. 13 hours and 15 minutes of daylight today. Up to the Tumwater we go. Little haze. They're going to be doing some prescribed burning for the rest of the week because they don't have to really worry about the wind. There'll be no real wind at all. So we're going to start seeing a little bit more haze in some of the backcountries as they do some prescribed burns, pretty big ones, as a matter of fact. Do them now so they don't have the fuel come July and August. I'm all for that. That's the Tumwater Canyon camera overlooking Leavenworth. Let's see what Arundel Rock looks like. Well, there's no Arundel Rock. I guess that rock right in front of you, I suppose, is Arundel Rock. It's not really a geographical thing. It's just we have to call each of the camera has a name, and it's basically about where it's located. So we call this Arundel Rock, but there's no state park or anything like that. Nice view, though, of Lake Antioch. Mac has that zoomed in just a little bit, and all the way up to Billy Goat, one of everybody's favorites. Sun is up there. Omak, you are at 36 degrees. Our 41-degree mark, by the way, is by far the warmest of our viewing area. Ellensburg is at 28. They're below freezing there. It's a 33 in Moses Lake. It's 33 in Lake Wenatchee. It's 41 here in the big city. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. From our friends at Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, it's where comfort, care, and community come together. The warming trend continues after 66 yesterday, 67 today. Again, we're going to be just a degree or so warmer because we're off to a much cooler start than we had yesterday. 41 for the overnight low tonight, up to 68 on Thursday, up to 70 on Friday. Lots of sunshine, no wind, just about gorgeous. Going to see some clouds on Friday night. 51 for the overnight low. Could see some late afternoon rain. There's about a 30% chance of late afternoon rain on Saturday as the ridge begins to move out of alignment. There's actually 3 ridges of high pressure over the Pacific Northwest, and we're kind of crammed between all 3 of them. So eventually we're going to see a little bit of change. The big change really is going to be cool. It's going to cool down quite a bit. On Saturday down to 63, and then Sunday down to 61. Things looking a little unsettled, but not bad. Basically spring-like weather on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But the next 3 days, enjoy. Take us along, too, if you're going out and about. We're portable. We're going to take a break and come back with the news. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
When life gets stressful, jumping into your passions can help you find your calm. Avoid vapes, which contain nicotine and can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Vape companies market vaping as a de-stressor, but nicotine can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. 90% of those who quit felt less stressed, anxious, or depressed. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Click RV Moses Lake Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to the Moses Lake Superstore. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes. The huge RV discount prices are here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee only at Click It RV Moses Lake or ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Sunshine, bountiful sunshine for everybody, 41 degrees, upper 60s today, upper 60s Thursday, upper 60s Friday, cooler, a few clouds over the weekend, but just as this gorgeous stretch of weather continues. 7 minutes after the hour, Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say a man was rescued from Rose's Lake north of Manson after his kayak overturned. This happened yesterday morning. The Sheriff's Office and local fire agencies responded to the call about 8 a.m. yesterday morning. Chief of Special Operations Ryan Moody says the man in his late 50s was fishing from a kayak on Rose's Lake when the wind picked up and his watercraft overturned. The man was unable to reach the shore, but a deputy tossed him a throw bag. That's a rescue device that unspools lightweight rope behind it, and that allowed the man to grab onto the rope and to be pulled to shore. The kayaker was treated for hypothermia at the scene, but Moody says he was otherwise just fine. Okanagan County's new sheriff is making personnel moves, and she just got the job. On Monday, Sheriff Jody Barkus administered the oath of office to her new undersheriff, Mike Warden. Warden has been with the department for 31 years. He served as a patrol deputy, a detective, and the chief administrator for the county's 911 call center. Barkus was sworn in just last week to replace former Sheriff Paul Boudreau. She also appointed the new chief civil deputy and a new member of her 911 telecommunications team. She's the first woman to head Okanagan County's biggest law enforcement agency. If you're a Wenatchee local and you own a Tesla, you're going to have a new option for charging up your Tesla. Our own Long Tran tells us about the current state of these fast EV charging station plans coming right here to Wenatchee.
Today, the city of Wenatchee and Kellogg Shopco Properties confirmed that Tesla will be building an 8-stall supercharging station on the Maple Street side of the Winco Foods parking lot. Tesla drivers in Wenatchee have not had access to fast charging within a 20-mile radius and have had to rely on slow wall home charging or one of the many free public level 2 electric vehicle charging stations available throughout Chelan County. Currently, the closest superchargers are located by Dan's Food Market in Leavenworth and the Shell gas station in Entiat. Permits have already been issued for the superchargers. We've reached out to Winco and Tesla for comment, but have yet to hear back. The estimated time of completion is not yet known. Reporting from Wenatchee, this is Long Tran, NCW Life.
Chelan County is officially opening its new government services complex in Old Station. They're going to do it next week, and it was badly needed. The campus at 425 Omi Garden Road is largely up and running. It has a new home now for the Chelan County Coroner's Office, the Sheriff's Emergency Management Division, and the county's motor pool. Previously, the coroner and the motor pool shared rather cramped quarters. At the county's annex building on Washington Street, emergency management had to borrow space. At the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department's station number 11 on Easy Street. Construction on the new complex started last year, costs a little less than $8 million to get done. The county plans to host an open house at the new complex. It'll be next Thursday, the 16th of April, from 10 a.m. to noon. Public Information Officer Jill Fitzsimmons says parking at the new campus is limited, so visitors are encouraged to carpool to the event. Arbor Day doesn't happen until the end of this month, but in the Wenatchee Valley, you can get ahead of the holiday by picking up your tree or shrub this Saturday. The Greater Wenatchee Arbor Day Association offers 4 different varieties of trees and shrubs, all of them adapted for growing right here in our area. They'll be available for purchase at $5 a piece Saturday at 4 locations around the valley. Debbie Fish came in to visit this program. She is running the Arbor Day festivities come Saturday, and she told me that a lot of thought goes into what kind of plants to offer.
Usually in August is when they sit down and look at it. It's usually a committee of about 3 to 4 people, and they kind of look, well, what's going to be available, what's going to be good in our area. We do try to get natives if we can and drought hardy, but sometimes you can't always get exactly what you want.
And you need to have trees that have gotten a good start in life, that are healthy, that are
Yes.
that once they're in the ground, they're going to do the job.
That is important, yes.
Yeah. And it should be pointed out that there are 4 locations: Foothills Community Center, formerly the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, City Hall parking lot in East Wenatchee, Aniette City Hall, and Martin's Marketplace in Cashmere. Those places are still the same as they were last year.
You said East Wenatchee City Hall, right?
East Wenatchee City Hall,
Okay.
yes.
Just want to make sure.
So, and it starts at 10 a.m.
Correct.
and it's a $5 suggested donation. If you want to donate more, you're more than welcome to.
We are always happy to accept more.
How much money did you end up taking in last year, which is basically the kitty money for this year, right?
We broke even.
Okay, well,
so maybe just a little more than broke even.
Okay, which is fine, right?
Exactly. That's what our goal is.
And then you take that money and you pick up the trees from the nurseries, and you're good to go.
Right.
And they're coming from where exactly, these trees?
They actually come from University of Idaho Nursery. And it's a student-led nursery. So it's actually, they start with education there and then teach kids how to, or students how to plant them and take care of them and then pack them and ship them off. So
all of these, the 4 we're going to talk about, are trees, which means they're going to get bigger to a certain extent. And so where you plant these is critical. And this is a good time of the year because, if I remember correctly from my conversations with Bonnie Orr, best time to plant a tree is in the spring or in the fall, where the tree doesn't have to compete with water and heat. It can get a good toehold before the really hot weather comes, right?
Correct.
So.
You learned well from Bonnie.
Yeah, well, she's good. She's really good. 4 varieties of plants. Some are going to be more popular than others.
Yes.
So let's start out with the first one, the Fraser fir.
Well, they actually are native to the Appalachian area, and they were found and named after John Fraser in the early 1800s. And they actually, so they are native to North America, and they do better in moist soil, but they actually adapt really well to clay soil as well.
White lilac. You did purple last year, violet?
We did purple lilac, yes, last year.
So this will complement.
It will complement it.
So
and that's another thing I'm excited about, because I planted a few purple ones last year, so now I'm excited to be able to add a few white ones in with them.
What are the characteristics of the lilac?
Well, they're very drought hardy. You do have to make sure and water them the first couple of years so that they can get it well established. And they smell wonderful on Mother's Day. I love getting a bouquet of them on Mother's Day.
The dogwood, the red, what is it?
The red osier dogwood.
Osier dogwood. Talk about that.
Yes. So they actually are a native shrub. so they're considered a shrub. They get about 9 feet tall and about 12 feet wide. What's really nice about them is in the winter they have that kind of red effect on, they look like little red sticks sticking up. So
they're aesthetically pleasing year round.
Yes, they provide a lot of good winter interest.
Cool. And finally, the woods rose.
Yes, and that is another native. Let me see, they get about 6 foot high and about 6.5 feet wide. Birds love these, and some people actually make jelly or tea out of the rose hips.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I bet you Bonnie does. I'm kind of
She probably
betting on
does.
that.
She makes all kinds of cool things.
The native plants are the dogwood that we just talked about and the woods rose that we just talked about. Those are native to this area.
Yes.
And you can pick up as many as you want for $5 a pop, or is it limited kind of a thing?
I like to limit them about 5 per
Okay.
species, per person. That is something that we kind of work at in case we just don't want to have any plants left over. We want them to all get planted.
Residents in our neck of the woods here get ready to see smoke this week, and actually probably all the way through the month. It's that time of the year again. The U.S. Forest Service and partner agencies carrying out prescribed burns. The Forest Service plans to burn in 4 ranger districts this week. They'll be up in the Methow Valley Ranger District, 2 burns scheduled, one for today and one for tomorrow. In the Chelan Ranger District, crews plan to burn 171 acres today in the Bear Mountain area. In the Anahuac Ranger District, a prescribed burn is scheduled for Thursday near the North Fork of Potato Creek. And in the Wenatchee River Ranger District, crews will burn about 198 acres today in the Martin Ranch area. And the Chelan Douglas Land Trust will conduct its own prescribed burn at Mountain Home Range. It's about 3 miles south of Leavenworth. That work starts today and will take place over the next several days. Prescribed burns, of course, help fortify the landscape against the big fires that we have a tendency to get in the heat of summer. Cuts down on the fuel. And one of Chelan County's most vulnerable areas when it comes to wildfires, they're going to host a town hall on how to prepare for such disasters. The Chumstick Wildfire Stewardship Coalition, they plan their annual community meeting. It's May 6th, and the state's former Public Lands Commissioner, Hillary Franz, is going to be the keynote speaker. Franz headed the Washington Department of Natural Resources for 8 years and was credited with strengthening its wildfire response. The town hall also features a panel discussion with federal, state, and local firefighting partners. It'll be at the Snowy Owl Theater. That's a pretty place. At Leavenworth's Icicle Creek Center for the Arts, which is also a pretty place to be. And that's what's going on this Wednesday. The news will come your way on this Wednesday at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock tonight, 5, 6, and 10. The NCW Life Evening News, keeping you in the loop of everything that's going on in the Valley and in North Central Washington. And we have an email address. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a news tip. We've gotten some pretty important stories because you guys pointed us in the right direction. News at ncwlife.com. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Fibercrete fireproof safety rooms can be the difference between life and death for you and your family. Typical fireproof safety rooms are 8x8 Fibercrete panels providing a solid sanctuary. Fibercrete safety rooms can be above ground, buried underground, or built within new home construction. Best of all, a safety room by Fibercrete is very affordable. Call 360-770-2088. You owe it to your family to find out more about Fibercrete safety rooms.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control. Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
Sports at 20 minutes after the hour. The Mariners lost their fourth straight one-run game. It was a brilliant outing by George Kirby, but we didn't help him out at all. The final was 3-2. They lost to the Rangers last night. Kirby lost to the Rangers for the first time in 11 career starts. The right-hander won 8 of those first 10, well, before last night.
Nathan Eovaldi all set to go, as is Donovan. And we are underway with the first pitch, fly ball, back at the wall, and it disappears. It's the second time this year Brendan Donovan has homered on the first pitch he has seen to lead off the game for the Mariners. And they're in front right away, 1-0. Another ground ball. This is chopping over towards Crawford, ranging to his right. Strong throw. And Peterson retired. Another ground ball out. J.P. Crawford, a busy man here in the second.
It's a nifty play by J.P. Crawford. He can still do this. You know, he's playing up the middle, all of his momentum going towards third base, throwing back across his body, and still enough on it to get Peterson.
0-2. This is dropping in for a base hit. Young around third base to score. Donovan into third. It's a 2-out RBI single. Cal Raleigh and the Mariners extend the lead. It's 2-0 in the fifth inning.
Back out there in scoring position for Evan Carter. And Evan rolls that one up the middle. That's a base hit. Peterson got a pretty good start. He heads to the plate, and the throw cut off near the mound. Carter drives in Peterson, and the Rangers are on the board. It's 2-1. See if Higgy can cash in. Runner goes. There's a swing. That ball's hit well out to left. Gone! How about that? Take a bow. Kyle Higashioka. And kudos to Nick Hundley with the great read pregame.
My goodness.
Swinging bunt. Higashioka. Wide throw. Is he on or off? He is ruled out. Mariners are challenging.
Call on the field is out. This is a crew chief review.
Mariners used their challenge earlier. Crew chief review on such a pivotal play to end the game. Does Berger stay with a foot on the bag?
I don't know anymore, but it looks like he kept his toe on it.
After review, call on the field is confirmed. Runner is out.
Mariners went 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They stranded 8 base runners. It's a morning game today, 11:35. First pitch in Arlington for the Mariners. Everybody in the American League West lost except the Rangers because they beat the Mariners. Mariners lost, Athletics lost to the Yankees, Astros lost to the Rockies, Angels lost to the Braves. Nobody seems to want to win in the American League West. Kraken hockey, it's all but over. They are still mathematically can make the Stanley Cup playoffs, but we're not going to lie to you. They're not going to make the Stanley Cup playoffs. They lost their 6th straight and 10th of their last 11th. They lost to Minnesota 5-2 in St. Paul. They will host Las Vegas tomorrow. I decided not to do highlights, but I decided to do highlights of an epic soccer match on the pitch last night. Boy, you missed a good one if you didn't get the chance to see it on television or in person. The rivals, the Panthers and the Wildcats, did battle. Nothing much else to say except Sebastian Moraga and Daryl Geddes had the call.
All the way up for Leon. Little chipper inside the box. This could be interesting. The touch, and nobody tap it in. Oh my goodness, it lands at the foot inside the 6. Is still not clear, and the shot by Ortega sails wide.
Wenatchee looking to send the ball long.
And that's exactly what they do. Near the top of the box. Good ball, good penetration. Rejected, trying again. Oh my goodness, what a shot! What a shot by Nunez!
Oh, offside.
Oh my word.
Sideline.
Oh my goodness, it was Williams actually. Williams with the nullified tally, but my goodness, what a good combo on the top of the box, leaving a good clear shot that unfortunately wasn't in an illicit position. What did you see there, Daryl?
Unfortunately, the front line didn't react fast enough to get back, so yes, they were offsides by about a foot.
Recovered quickly by the Wildcats, switching flanks to the inimitable Mr. Leon. The shot, and what a beaut! What a beaut! A carbon copy from the other side, a mirror image of the Wenatchee tally, but this one is a no-doubter.
Unfortunately, he caught Zane Randall leaning to one side, and he could not get back to his right. That is why you don't leave that man open. I saw Aaron out here aligning himself as a one-on-one isolation, and he got on that right foot, and that's what happens.
And this throw-in from Wenatchee will restart the action inside the box. The header! Go, 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 go!
There goes that man, Chani, with the flick.
Chani Vega. My goodness, we said it. He knows what to do with the ball on his feet, and he's not too shabby. Looking for the penalty kick call, non-forthcoming, sent out of bounds. Still in bounds, and it bounces off his nose. Go, 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 go! Oh my goodness!
Oh,
my goodness! Aaron Leon, I thought that had gone out of bounds, and that is soccer's march right there. Play to the whistle. Do not ever surrender a ball unless the referee tells you to. Looking to connect, ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Panthers, and that header! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How unfortunate! An own goal. An own goal for Eastmont. As our policy, we do not mention the name of the players who score own goals. This is a children's game. 25-37, but what a game.
We're even again.
There's Garcia Mendoza, far post. Anybody to tap it in? Goal! Goal for Wenatchee!
Number 14, Felipe Reyes. Ball trickling through the box, and he got his toe in there again. This has become a game of toes.
They've got to watch that. Out of the box, the header, and the
off
stop.
The line by Cordero.
Oh my goodness, Cordero coming up big, but it's not over yet. And then another clearing. They're still playing inside the mixer there. And then
with the clearance finally.
Trying to stay on side, and he does. And it's Leon. Leon and Williams. Leon and Williams. He needs some help. Help is on the way. Ortega, the shot. Go, 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 go.
And we're tied.
Ortega for the Eastman Wildcats. The push-up field. Bit of a mistake. This could be interesting inside the box. What the referee says. What does the referee say? Look at the assistant referee. And he will signal.
He's pointing to the spot.
A penalty. A penalty.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's an unfortunate way to decide this one, but that's the way soccer works sometimes. I thought it was the correct call for what it's worth.
It was. Their legs got tangled, but unfortunately, Eastmont player was coming from behind.
It looks like it will be the responsibility of Mr. Garcia. Anthony Garcia and Edwin de la Cruz. Two actors, one scene. Right footer coming, the shot, and oh my goodness!
Almost saved by Mr. de la Cruz.
Saved, but what a shot, what a shot. Lots of power behind that ball, and Wenatchee retakes the lead now 4-3.
Cordero has to give his team an opportunity here. He has to keep this ball in play.
Cordero getting that left foot ready.
Give your team an opportunity.
There's the chipper. Far post from outside. Blocked away. Counter-attack in the making. The goalkeeper is out of position, and there's the whistle that says that Wenatchee has pulled it off in a very entertaining contest that was played almost entirely atop of seesaw. Wenatchee takes this one by a final score of 4-3.
I can't wait till those two teams play again. Of course, we'll have that for you as well. Elsewhere on the Prep Soccer scoreboard, here you go. Your other games, or matches, I should say. Eisenhower shut out Moses Lake. Quincy got by their rivals in Ephrata. Cascade took care of Oroville. It was Bush over Tenasket. Prep baseball, West Valley proved while they're still the best team in the Big Nine, they beat Eastmont. The final there was 9-4. Wenatchee shut out Eisenhower 3-0. Sultan over Cascade, East Valley over Ephrata, Othello over Quincy on the diamond. Brewster took care of Lake Roosevelt. Cle Elum shut out Okanagan. And one Prep softball scoreboard, the Turks over the Kodiaks, 13-12. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. Today is National Zoo Lovers Day today. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like the zoo. I mean, come on, it's the zoos. The first zoo was created in 2500, they think, 2500 BC in ancient Egypt for the rich kings. Regular folks like us couldn't go. The first modern zoo, the modern public zoo that we know of, the Paris Zoo in 1793, the oldest zoo in this country. The Philadelphia Zoo, which opened in 1859. Over 600 million people visit zoos every year worldwide. How many zoos are there in the world, plus aquariums? About 2,800. There are 355 zoos in this country, but Germany has more. Germany has 414 registered zoos. About 80% of animals that live in captivity will live considerably longer than their brethren in the wild. And the most visited zoo in this country, no surprise here, Disney's Animal Kingdom in Bay Lake, Florida. Go to the zoo today. It's been a long time since I've been to Woodland Park Zoo. Today in history, before this date, 1913, your senator, your United States senator, was elected by your state, not by the public. The state legislature would decide the two senators, and that was just ripe for corruption. Basically, senators were being bought and sold. The idea of whether they could actually be competent as a United States senator never really came into fruition. And finally, the people said enough, and the 17th Amendment to the United States Constitution becomes law. And from this date forward, after 1913, your United States senator is elected directly by the people. But there are folks who think that needs to be repealed and turn that back over to the state legislatures. I hope that doesn't happen. We're in the middle of the Korean War, 1952, and the people, the unions for the United States steel mills said we're going on strike on midnight, and President Truman said, can't do that. We got a war going on. We need steel, lots and lots of steel to make war munitions. And about 2 hours before the strike was supposed to begin, Harry Truman said, we're just going to take them. We're just going to take over, the United States government is going to take over all of the steel mills, so there won't be a steel strike, and he would just order them back to work. The steel companies sued, said you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. This was in April of 1952. In June of 1952, the Supreme Court said Harry Truman can't do that. So the steel companies got their plants back. By the way, they never did go on strike. They basically said, we'll just continue on as before. Harry Truman said, we need steel, no strike. Didn't work. 4 expansion teams made their debuts on this date in 1969. The Montreal Expos, the Seattle Pilots, the San Diego Padres, and the Kansas City Royals all played their very first games in franchise history on the same day in 1969, and they all won. All of them. Pretty remarkable. Don't think they'd see that happen again. And a baseball moment I will never forget. I was only 9 years old, but still, I remember very well the night of Monday night, April 8th, 1974, watching it on Monday Night Baseball. Hank Aaron steps to the plate against Al Dowling of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And here it is, baseball history.
1 ball and no strikes. Aaron waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone. For baseball, what a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. a black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol. And it is a great moment for all of us, and particularly for Henry Aaron.
That was pretty cool. There were a lot of baseball old-timers who did not want to see Babe Ruth's record of 714 career home runs broken. I was not among them. Henry Aaron did it on this date in 1974. Birthdays, two heavenly birthdays, both of them athletic legends. John Havlicek, Havo, from the Boston Celtics, went 8-0 in the NBA Finals, never lost an NBA Finals series. Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, 13-time All-Star. John Havlicek, born in the state in 1940. The legendary Jim Hunter, Jim Catfish Hunter, born in the state in 1946, never played Major League Baseball. 8 times an All-Star, 5 times a world champion, American League Cy Young Award, 2 times the leader in the Major League Baseball, pitched a perfect game his rookie season. He's in the Hall of Fame and on merit. And somebody who may one day make the Hall of Fame, I don't think he will, but King Felix, who of course threw that famous perfect game back in August of 2012. King Felix, there he is in an Atlanta Braves hat. He is 40 years old today. For Heat and Air, call Alpine Air. For Heat and Air, call Alpine Air. They are our platinum sponsors. Thanks, gang. Mike Minotti has got an opinion coming up because Mike Minotti has an opinion on just about everything. And then a great conversation with Katie Polson. The wild hockey season may be over, but for the Town Toyota Center, the hits just keep on coming. They have a busy next couple of weeks. Katie will join me from the Town Toyota Center when we come back. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. For years, our president has complained that foreign governments are releasing their criminals and sending them to us. Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know. But what I do know is that almost immediately upon assuming the Oval Office, the man releases 1,500 convicted felons back into the American population himself. And then he has the gall to say, I pardon J6 people who were assaulted by our government. They didn't assault. They were assaulted. And what I did was a great thing for humanity. January 6th, an event in which 140 police officers were injured and 5 ultimately lost their lives, and releasing those responsible was a great thing for humanity? This is Mike Mad Doug Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back to the show. Behind me, not a lot going on. That's going to change rather rapidly. The ice is gone. The ice will be back, and the ice will go out, and the dirt will come in. Then the dirt comes out, and then the ice comes back in again. And if you're as confused as I am, she's not, because Katie knows what she's doing. Katie, introduce yourself to our television family.
Yes, I'm Katie Polson, Premium Sales and Services Manager here at the Town Toyota Center.
You guys just ramped up an incredibly busy Wenatchee Wild hockey season, 34 home games.
Yes.
You barely catch a breather, and then boom, you're right back to work.
Oh yeah, full swing,
full
always
swing.
here.
And first on the agenda is April 18th, which is like next week.
It's like 2 weeks, yeah.
And this is The Wizard of Oz on ice.
Yes.
Is it pretty much the movie, only they're skating? Talk about this show.
Yeah, so it's a theatrical show. They're going to be touring all around the state and actually the nation. They're out of Las Vegas. It's called Ice Entertainment, Ice Creative Entertainment. And they bring performers with the Little Munchkins, and they do the full show, yeah, Wizard of Oz on ice. And what I love to talk about with this is we have real ice here. Most people that are seeing this show is in a theater on synthetic ice. So this is going to be really cool to have that kind of more full-rounded experience with the skaters.
And the skaters are going to love it because they get to really show off their stuff because it's the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine what it is like to skate on synthetic. I'm not sure.
My guess is production values are like crazy high because if it's a Vegas show, there's a lot going on.
Yes, they have a lot of people that do travel with them. They do get to pull some of the locals if we needed any help, but they had casting calls, and we'll see if we see any locals here.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is, again, The Wizard of Oz on ice, which is almost hard to say for, obviously for all ages, but if you've got kids.
Yes. Yeah, we have family 4-packs available. It is again Saturday, April 18th at 7:30. It's a 7:30 show or 7 p.m. Oops, I don't remember.
If you go to the website, you'll figure it out.
So go to towntoyotacenter.com and you can find all the ticketing. And we also are running a discount special. So if you put any tickets into the basket and you put Oz, that's just OZ in the code, it'll give you $15 off per ticket.
This is not only a cool show, but it's rare that you can get a show of this high quality and this professional on a Saturday.
Yeah,
usually on these touring companies, they play the smaller venues like the Town Toyota Center on Tuesdays or Thursdays or between gigs. To get them to come in on a Saturday where people are free, that's who booked that? Good for them.
Exactly. Thank you. We actually had the Saturday open, so it was nice to be able to get that in, and I think it brings us a diverse, show with the mixing of hockey and rodeo and any other events like KPQ Home Show we just had. So it's just that diversity and bringing in more family acts.
So they took the ice out about a week after the wild season came to an end. Then they got to put it back in for the Wizard of Oz on ice. Then they got to take it all back out again.
Yep, we're going to load in.
Bring in the dirt. Lots and lots of dirt.
600 yards.
600 yards of dirt.
Yeah, 600 yards of
I
dirt.
talked to your boss, Mark Miller, about this last year, and I said, where does the dirt come from? He goes, I don't know, and it's not cheap. For dirt, it's not cheap. Hell on Hooves is back 2 days, May 8th and 9th.
Yes.
Hell on Hooves, Bush Light, I should say.
Yep.
Hell on Hooves, Rough Stock Rodeo. Came in as an Apple Blossom event 10 years ago or so.
About 15
About
almost.
15,
yeah.
and the Hell on Hooves people said, can we come back?
Yep.
And Mark said, yes, you can.
Yeah.
So they're coming back. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we work with Longhorn Productions out of Crestwell, Oregon. Love them. We are partners in this show. 2-day event. We love to do it right after Apple Blossom. People are still kind of on that spring high. And we bring in bull riding, barrel racing, bareback, and of course everyone's favorite, mutton busting and cowboy bull poker. So those are big crowd pleasers. And yep, May 8th and 9th, $25 to $35 a ticket. So really affordable, great to bring all your friends and family. And like Mark said, we don't know where the dirt always comes from, but it's good dirt. It works well with the animals and safety and the riders. So.
And that's always a concern. They're just not go up number 2 Canyon and fill a couple of
Correct.
trucks full of dirt and haul it down here.
Yeah,
there
we
are
don't want any
certain
of the rocks or
minimum
anything.
standards that is involved, because Mark told me all about this. I thought, isn't
Yeah.
it just dirt? And he goes, nope, it's
Nope.
got to be really good dirt.
It has to be really good dirt. We want to make sure that the animals are all taken care of very safely. It's important for us to have the riders safe too, and anyone that's working out there. So, and we have equipment that comes in too, so don't want to be putting boulders through them or anything.
And this is the real deal. This is not a bunch of podunks running around on horses and bulls.
No.
These are professional
Yep.
bronc busters and rodeo folks. These
Yeah.
are folks who grew up around these animals. And
Yeah, and we're actually a qualifying event for any of the riders that are looking to get up to Vegas. So they can work their way through the circuit and follow these guys around the Hell on Hooves tour and, look at going to the PBR. So.
how does one get signed up for cowboy bull poker? For those of you who don't know, they put a
Sure.
plastic poker table out in the middle of the arena, and you literally play poker while they let a bull loose, and the last
Yes.
person who's still standing, for lack of a better term, wins. How do you get people to sign up? How do you get stupid people to do that? I shouldn't
So
say.
we're looking for 4 guys.
Okay.
I mean, 4 women or men. You have to be 21 and older, I believe, at least 18. And it's $50. Winner takes it all. And we just are looking as people start coming in the door. You know, we do have some people that do show up and they're like, I'm ready, sign me up for bull poker. Like, I'm ready. So they've been kind of getting worked up. A lot of wives say no.
Right.
They're like, no,
because
you're
they're
not
much
you're not
smarter
going
than
out there.
guys. Guys are
Exactly.
idiots and women are
Yep.
smart.
And the last few years, we've had a really good bull. So he'll come out and demolish the table. I think we finally figured out how to piece the table together last year because they're kind of hard to find anymore.
I talked to the guy who won it a couple of years ago. I said, how did you win it? He goes, I just looked at the other 3 players at the table, and when their eyes got wide, I knew I had a chance to win because I
Yep.
just sat there.
Yep.
And the other ones eventually panicked and ran like crazy.
You just gotta wait and see what it's gonna happen. Last year took them all out, so yeah.
That was pretty
Little
good
bit
too.
of a tiebreaker.
Thank goodness the table and chairs were paid for.
Yes.
It's May 8th and 9th, so
Yes.
different kind of events each night, or do you
Yeah.
really maybe want to go both nights?
It's good to go both nights. It's nice to be able to see both the riders on both nights. But on the Saturday nights when we do all of our belt buckle winners. So
Mhm.
thanks to Wheatland Bank, we have beautiful belt buckles that come in. But Friday night's great too because you get to kind of see that raw emotion with the riders and the animals. But it's great to get both. I mean, it's pretty affordable. So. And then kids that are 3 to 12 are only $15, and 2 and under is free, so you don't have to pay for those. Doors open at 6. The dirt action starts at 7:30, and we do a whole vendor kind of market down on the concourse too. So you can come and check out local vendors with Western gear or motorsports. They got ATVs in here, 4-wheelers.
So you want to get here at
stuff.
6 and do the loop or do a couple of loops.
Yeah, come and have
then
fun.
grab a
and
couple cold ones and get some hot dogs for the kids and check it out. And this is a show.
Yeah.
It doesn't, once it starts at 7,
It really doesn't
it doesn't stop. Yeah.
Nope. And we've got a great clown coming this year, Kyle Bodie. He's from Quincy, Washington. So it's nice to have a local boy come too.
And it says a lot about you folks and those folks from the Bush Light Hell on Hooves that they keep coming back.
Yes.
So that's always a good
We're on
good
their
thing.
circuit, so
Mhm.
and they love coming to Wenatchee. It's beautiful here. We put them. We partner with Residents Inn across the street. They love staying over there. They love having them, And so it's just nice to have everyone close to home.
And with the huge staging area behind, or, well, underneath the video board, they have all the elbow room that they need to bring the animals in and out safely, all that good stuff.
Yep, and all the animals do go back to farms overnight, so none of them are staying here in the arena, and we're providing care 24/7.
Again, that's the 8th and 9th?
Yep, May 8th and 9th,
8th and
and again, towntoyotacenter.com for all your ticketing.
Yeah, we should talk about, before we get to the big event, which is almost sold out, we need to talk about this. This is terribly important. It's happened to the Numerica Performing Arts Center. It's happened to your organization. There are scammers out there who buy their way near to the top of a Google search list.
Yes.
And before you know it, you're being had.
Yes.
Talk about that, Kate. We need to talk about that.
So if you do go to Google and you search, Hell on Hooves or Rodeo Wenatchee, Washington, you're always going to find a different ticketing site. It might look like it's coming from us. It's going to say Town Toyota Center. It's going to be big and bold, but it is not our website. If the URL in that, searching link, it does not say towntoyotacenter.com, you are not on our website, and you will be paying a lot more for the tickets than what we are paying.
Right,
having them
and some of them you won't even. They're not even tickets.
Correct.
They'll scam your money, and you still can't get in the door.
Yes. So. Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fraud with those, even after the fact. So even if you can make it to the show, we just feel for people who are paying more than what we want. We want to keep things affordable and family friendly, and and secure. And we want to make sure that any of your when you're buying a ticket online, we want you to trust us with that information. So.
Or on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, or show days, come to the box office.
Yes.
And it's...
Yep, we're always open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Unless it's a show day. Like you said, we are open at 10 a.m. through pretty much the middle of the show. So.
And this is the thing we're really here to talk about, Stars on Ice.
Yes.
I looked at the itinerary for the Stars on Ice tour, always centered around the Winter Olympics, and they play the big arenas in the big cities, and they're coming here.
Yes.
Olympic gold medal winners are coming here. This is a coup. This is one of the biggest shows that the Town Toyota Center has ever had. I'll let you take it from here, Katie, because I'm going to pass out with excitement.
Yeah, so on Friday, May 22nd, we will have Stifel Presents Stars on Ice. Being that they are in Spokane and Seattle, we're so blessed that they were able to say yes and come to Wenatchee so that we can bring it for everyone that lives in our community. It's selling really well, so if you haven't gotten their tickets yet, they need to go online and get them now, because we're hoping to have a pretty sold out show.
Well, if you show up on May 22nd,
you're probably not going to
get in.
I can tell you that.
I mean, we're not gilding an obvious lily here, but it is.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, what do you want to go see that Stars on Ice at the Town Toyota Center? You're not going to be able to show up with the kids to get in. It's going to sell out.
And like you said, we are bringing the Olympic gold team. So we have Alyssa Leo, we have Ilya Milani, and our very own Liam Kapakis is coming, and we are so excited to have him back on our ice, and with the Wenatchee Valley Figure Skating Club, that's his home team, so we're really excited that they were able to pull him
Liam,
in.
I think, might have a future in this.
Oh, yeah. I think we'll see Liam in the next Olympics.
Yeah, in the world of figure skating, if you're like 27, you're old. But so he's young, and he's good.
He's young. He is the same age as Ilya. And actually, him and Ilya, I think, were up against each other, if I'm correct, to who goes to the Olympics. So this year was Ilya, and I think next year, or in 4 years, we'll see both of them, if not.
Stars on Ice has Olympians, but it is a show.
It is a show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So give us a brief synopsis of what people can expect on the 22nd if they come to Stars on Ice.
So the show will start at 7. Doors will open up at 6, and it'll be. I mean, if you watch the Olympics, there's partners, dual. I apologize, I'm not that great in their lingo.
No, but I
have their dance.
But they get to be a little more creative. It's not like the Olympics is a competition,
right.
and every little thing
Correct.
is judged and all that stuff. This is skaters, really good skaters having lots of fun.
Doing the partnerships together. This will be actually my first Stars on Ice. We've had one since my time here in the last 10, but I was out. I was on vacation or something when we had it, so I missed out on this show. And I'm so excited to see it. And there are a lot of other skaters coming. There's probably going to be at least 20, I think, is on the roster. So.
Well, again, this is to get this show to come here is it got a lot of people excited.
We maybe begged and pleaded just a little bit, but we're again so excited because we knew that our community would love to see this. And when people found out that it was the Olympic gold team, they were like, sign me up, grabbing tickets. I mean, from the time that the Olympics were starting to ramp down, we've sold 2,000 tickets plus. So it's been its own marketing in essence. So
as you watch this interview, get your tickets now. Again,
yes.
May 22nd, you're not going to be able to show up at the door and
Yep.
expect to get in. You probably won't.
Probably not.
It's as simple as that. That's just spring. That just took us through
Yeah.
May 22nd. We're going to come back probably mid-June, talk about the summertime lineup. Does
Yep.
that work for you?
Yeah, great.
Including a big-time country artist coming.
Yes.
In,
one of my favorites.
Yeah,
He
that's
is
in
one of my
July.
favorites.
That's all I'm going to say. Is
Yep.
that right? July 23rd?
If you want to know, go to towntoyotacenter.com.
She's good, Katie. Hey, what's it like working with G-Mac and Mark and the crew here? They're kind of goofy guys, aren't they?
I love my team here.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're a family. So this would be my 10th year if I hadn't taken my little hiatus of 3, but I've been back a year and never been happier.
And a new last name, too.
Yes,
So,
I did go back to my maiden, yep.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that the right word to say?
I think so. Maybe.
Don't get scammed by those other websites, that ticket websites. Don't do it. Either go to the official website, and here's a little tip, and we talked about this before we rolled the cameras. If you use Google Maps, and you use your mouse and you move around the Wenatchee Valley, and you click on the Town Toyota Center, when you float over it, it will take you to the official website.
Yeah, that is very true.
So that's a little tip I learned a long time ago.
Easy tip.
I get to see you in a couple more weeks, Katie?
Yes, absolutely.
All
I'm
right.
here.
Thanks for taking time out.
Absolutely.
Next time we'll bring
Thank you
all
so
of
much,
our
Dan.
gear. All right?
Of course.
Fair enough.
Let's do it.
You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
High school sports is back. Join us all spring for live coverage of Wenatchee and Eastmont soccer, baseball, and softball. Brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Coverage also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Hot and Dirt Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. Your home for high school sports, as always, is the NCW Life Channel.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
If you are stuck working inside on days like today, I feel sorry for you. I really do, because it's going to be just beautiful the next 3 days, and really no complaints at all about the weekend. Ever since Easter weekend, we've had this gorgeous stretch of weather. Of course, we almost hit a record high a couple of times. On Monday, we were pretty close to it. Sunny and mild and downright about perfect. For this time of the year from the National Weather Service. No complaints. 67 and gobs of gooey good sunshine for everybody. Get out and enjoy. By the way, it's 41 right now. Relative humidity is actually up there pretty good. It will go down, of course, as the day progresses. Clear tonight, 41 for the overnight low. We'll warm up to about 68 on Thursday. The days, of course, are getting longer. We're still gaining about 3.5 minutes of daylight every day as we get deeper and deeper into spring. And then Friday, about drop dead gorgeous. How about sunshine at about 70, just about perfect. The clouds will start rolling in on Friday night while you're sleeping. We're right in the middle of 3 small ridges of high pressure. But they're eventually going to start mixing things up a little bit. And so by the time we get up Saturday, we're going to see a few clouds, but it'll be partly sunny. It'll be cooler, and there is a little bit of light rain possible in some locations on Saturday with a high of 63. The clouds will be sticking around on Saturday night, 44 for the overnight low. Partly sunny again on Sunday, but no real rain in the forecast with a high of 60. Things will be a tad unsettled by the early part of next week. Provided this show isn't canceled, I will see you Thursday. Bye-bye.